Warning: this video requires a high level of intelligence and art appreciation. Thank you.
What is up, everybody? Maybe your IQ is up, but I accept people of all IQ levels to join me on this artistic journey. In case you're not familiar with the subreddit iamverysmart, it's a collection of posts very smart people make bragging about how smart they are. YouTube is full of videos showcasing Reddit gold, and I enjoy these videos, but I wanted to put my own little twist on it, because I am also very smart. I found this twofer to start the video off with.
Last week I corrected my professor in art history class and she took it pretty hard. I basically proved her knowledge wrong.
Wait, if knowledge is wrong, is it actually still knowledge?
And got thrown out of class for it. Thankfully, rest of the students protested this move and followed me out. They asked me to hold the next class at my house.
His house? He's too smart to live in the dorms with the peasants?
Eventually, we all went to the department head.
Okay, even the smartest people in the world aren't exempt from the occasional typo, but like, it is extra funny in instances like this.
So now the teacher is suspended and I have an A in the class.
As if this wasn't funny enough on its own. You know we are in the same class, right? We literally had a lecture today that you didn't even show up to. LMAO indeed. Time for more art class, and this time we're talking about unique snowflakes. Sure, sometimes know-it-alls can be goddamn annoying, but I gotta admit, sometimes I can be a know-it-all as well. And I'm about to be a know-it-all right now. Because this little shittle, even though I don't know them at all, is getting on my nerves. No. All snowflakes are in fact unique, except for manipulated snowflakes that contain far fewer molecules than any natural crystal would. Second, it was not proven that all snowflakes aren't unique. It was hypothesized that in theory, duplicate snowflakes could exist. There's nothing wrong with knowing things and correcting people who make false claims when your intent is to share your knowledge, rather than showing off. But it really becomes a problem when you're incorrectly correcting people. I'm not even gonna get into the fingerprints one. This video is about art. Now, you might have noticed this beautiful art behind me. This is not just a piece of white paper. This is an ever so slightly crumpled piece of white paper. So depending on your angle and your lighting, the shadows look different every time. It's a very dynamic piece of art. Now this artwork represents a stoplight that represents life. I mean, there's the red, there's the green, and then there's like this gray area. Do you stop? Do you go? I don't know, it's a gray area. Should I go now? It's not that I didn't have any gray markers, but black and white make gray. I'm also using black and white to illustrate that life isn't always black and white. It's like a visual oxymoron. Very deep stuff here, because I am very smart. Now on to the real topic of this video. Yeah, no, this rambling you've witnessed up until now wasn't even the main point of the video. Now look at this super cool watch this kid got. Now you might think it's cool, but do you get how cool it is? Oh, you do? Congratulations, you are an art student / art enthusiast. Or you are literally everyone. There's actually a ton of people who have no idea who Salvador Dali is, but it's okay. I'm here to enlighten you. One of Dali's most famous works is The Persistence of Memory. Now, Dali himself didn't do a whole lot of explaining, but the general consensus amongst art scholars is that it represents dream landscape, and in dreams, time feels different. It's weird, it's irrelevant even.
Hey, irrelevant.
Another popular theory is that it's a shout out to Einstein's theory of relativity. It could also be a general statement that surrealistic artists aren't preoccupied with such earthly things as the passage of time. This watch is kinda cool, not gonna lie. But since this shitbreak had to get all high and mighty about a reference, I'm going to point out everything that's wrong with it. Having a watch that's actually readable, which this one totally looks like it is, that is based on Dali's famous melting clocks, is, well, kind of the exact opposite of what it's supposed to represent. It's also not supposed to have Roman numerals. I imagine my future house to be full of random weird AF artsy stuff. And I would love to have an unreadable melting clock on my shelf for decoration. No, really though, it doesn't even matter if it's readable or not. It doesn't matter if it actually fits what the original painting represented. If you see something you like, you should buy it because it should make you happy to own things that you like. But don't go make a holier-than-thou status update about how special you are for knowing what it's based on, because you clearly don't know shit and you're very insecure about it, so you need to make others feel worse. But it's okay, stay on your high horse. The rest of us will just chill on Dali's elephants. Now to end this video, please enjoy these very smart quotes. Since you already skipped yesterday, doing only half of all of this is already an achievement. Clearly from the way she's dressed, she doesn't really care about like traditional wedding standards,